Yes, there were so many brilliant actors and actresses at that time who just would light up the screen with the kind of energy that I wanted Nellie to have and that the script dictated that she have. Someone like Joan Crawford, I always felt when going back and watching her film, she kind of had this like insane amount of energy and charisma and this kind of like carefree, reckless thing that I think people were really attracted to at the time when they started, you know, the whole trend of flapper girls kind of kicked off with a lot of actresses like Joan Crawford doing movies like The Dancing Daughters. And then someone like Clara Bow was hugely inspirational for my fictional characters' childhood and a lot of like, there are certain stories, you know, Hollywood folklore involving Clara Bow that I could see Damien had drawn inspiration from when coming up with some of these like absurd scenes you see in this film. But she too on screen just kind of, they all acted in a totally different way because the medium was so different at the time too. So yeah, and then there was like certain reference images just for the look of Nellie that, you know, Damien would show me a picture of Bessie Love, who was a, you know, huge film star at the time, silent film star who I think no one really even's heard of now, but you know, there's a picture of her wearing these overalls with no top on and this like big frizzy hair, long hair, and you know, it'd be like an image like that. We were like, oh, that feels like Nellie, and so we'd try and encapsulate that, and you see me in the movie like that. But yeah, there was a lot of people to draw from because there was just so much talent back then. Damien very much created the atmosphere of, you know, he wanted everyone to really be let off the leash, so to speak, to really be able to go for it and try things. And he was always kind of encouraging us to do the most insane, crazy version of what you think could happen right now, then times that by 10, then give me that. You know, it was always more, which was just so much fun. And for a character like Nellie, she's always going for the shock factor. So she's always going to do the thing that you least expect. She's always going to be aiming to shock people, her audience or the audience of people at a party. So yeah, something like that is such a Nellie thing to do. Yeah, it was kind of gross. Obviously it's, you know, done with special effects rigs and, you know, it's pretty simple, to be honest. It was like a pipe taped to my side in my dress that would shoot out this mixture of, you know, soup and whatever else, beans and, you know, and then it was so gross. Even though it wasn't vomit, it was still so gross, but it was really fun. It was like, that was a huge, beautiful piece of collaboration and choreography. It was not meant to feel choreographed. It needed to look just like a melee of just like chaos and excess and debauchery and decadence, and it really sets the tone for the movie. So it was a huge group effort, obviously. It's a one-er, so we rehearsed a lot. You know, all the dancers, all the background artists, all the actors, because we're all kind of, the whole ensemble cast is kind of present for that scene. And then our crew, because it's a pretty difficult technical shot to pull off. And we've got a real band playing to the actual music that Justin composed. I mean, there was so many elements kind of coalescing in that moment, but it took a while to get it right, but it was incredible when it did. Yeah, but for Nellie, yeah, it was Nellie walking in to the craziest party you've ever seen and needing to be the craziest person there. So I was a little bit scared. I was like, how am I gonna up the bar when the bar is set so high?
I think what we have here in Hollywood is high art. It's
party time, sparkle time! If you could go anywhere in the whole world, where would you go?
I always want to be part of something bigger.
Yes!
let's go!
Something that lasts, that means something.
You know, when I first moved to LA,
I got your face tattooed on my back.
you know what signs on all the doors read? No actors or dogs allowed. I changed that.
Good morning.
Good job for you.
I'll do anything.
That's the jackass they sent to screw us.
This bitch is stealing the scene right from under me. She's icing her nipples so they perk up through her dress.
I ain't icing my nipples. This is natural. Where do you say we come in for my close-up now?
What are your thoughts for the future?
Shouldn't stand in the way of progress.
This is gonna be what it's gonna be.
Here's the twist.
The girl seems nice.
She is. She has no idea what's next.
There's a new sensibility now. People care about morals.
I've never done nothing except disappoint people my whole life. But I made it on my terms, not theirs. We are gonna be more than they ever bargained for.
What I do means something.
It's bigger than you.
And I'm going to bed.